Manny and Laura.
And Laura Lee, we got some special guests in the house today.
We have our family.
We have a full house today, guys. A full house.
This is a full house, and it's a family one this time.
Ooh.
We are a family.
Full family.
We have Eryn and Tyler. I'm so excited for us to all be in the podcast together.
You guys, today's episode, we wanted just to have a good time, honestly.
We want to have fun.
Didn't we do a podcast with the four of us, right?
No.
It was
They did
us
with
and
you,
Eryn.
and then one with Eryn.
Yes.
Yeah, they never done a podcast with all
The
of
four
us.
of us.
Yeah.
Wow,
I
you
said
guys
we-
are being treated today.
I feel like we had to reveal everyone's secrets.
Yeah. We had to just...
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, before we move along any further, Manny, what's that up behind your head?
Oh,
Show
you
'em.
guys. Should I grab it?
Yeah.
Can
What
you
is
bring that on
that?
down?
What is that?
Bring that on down. You guys see this shit right
Pure
here?
titanium.
This is full coverage for passing 100,000 subscribers. It's our YouTube plaque.
Wow.
We're not going to
go.
clap. I know we can't clap loud or else we'll hurt your ears. But
We just got it.
Congrats to full
We just got it in.
Congrats to the
Congrats.
full fam.
Oh, thank you. It's like so cool to think that we have 100,000 subs.
Wow.
Like what
In
the
less
heck?
than a year.
Yeah.
You guys did that for us. Thank you.
You
By
guys literally slayed
what,
that.
41?
41, maybe 42.
We probably
potentially?
hit 100,000 though by episode like 30.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
totally,
35,
totally. 'Cause now we're at like
whatever.
110-ish.
Yeah.
Wow.
We love you guys. We have to,
An
of course, start with our
accomplishment.
pizza and picks though.
Peaks and pits.
Peaks and pits for the week, and we have 4. We're gonna get 4 versions of peaks and pits.
Let's
Four
start
versions.
around the horn. Eryn.
Okay, guys. So I'm going to say my peak of the week. I just graduated and my family came into town. So I will say graduation is one. But then my family coming in town to visit me was a second one because I took them to the beach and just around LA and we had fun. And
You should come to the San Diego Zoo too.
yeah, I took them to the San
How'd you
Diego
like it?
Zoo. Oh my God.
Is it the most beautiful zoo
It's
ever?
so beautiful. I was kind of like skeptical because zoos aren't my favorite thing.
Yeah,
but that
mine
one was
either.
actually so beautiful.
Yeah.
And that was actually my first time going there and first time being in San Diego, which I love. San Diego is gorgeous.
It's small though. People don't know.
They don't realize.
They don't
They don't
know.
know it's as small as it is.
It's a small town.
Bro, why didn't anyone tell me
San Diego's the best though. I love San Diego.
know. Why
It's
didn't
born and
no one
raised,
tell me?
six-
So was that your
619.
first time
Yeah,
in San Diego?
I've never been to San Diego. I didn't know it was that
And you liked
pretty.
it?
Yeah.
It's so
Good.
famous because of how pretty it is.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where me and Ty got married
oh my God.
at the courthouse there.
Oh my God.
I was in town when you guys did that.
And
I
we
wasn't
didn't invite
I
you.
didn't even know him yet.
Oh, you could have been the best
That's
man
so,
for both of us.
No, I would have been the best woman.
Wow.
Woman.
I
Witness.
love that. Okay, that's everything. And you liked it? So you liked the zoo?
Yes, I loved it.
I think it's the #1 zoo in all of the United States, by the
Yeah,
way.
I think it is too.
I wouldn't
like
be
the
surprised.
biggest, isn't it?
It's like the biggest one
It's
in
the
the
biggest
US.
and prettiest.
I would go all
And
the time.
then I'm gonna say my pit of the week literally just happened today. I went to the mall. There's this cute guy there, and I saw
A
that.
boy?
Yeah.
A boy.
Yeah. And he kept looking at me.
Were you
but
wearing this outfit?
Yes.
It's really
You look
cute.
hot.
Yeah, it's hot.
I was wearing this outfit, and he kept looking at me, but I decided not to do anything with it, and I just kept on.
Girl, you should have said something.
I should have smiled at him.
You should have said
You didn't even
something.
smile?
You gonna keep
No.
staring, or you gonna come talk to me?
Oh no.
Laura, have you done that before?
I wouldn't
Said
be
that?
surprised.
I've been with him for so long, but I feel like I probably
In the
would
past.
say something.
Oh my
I'm
God,
a
that's
pretty
so
vocal
cool.
person.
I'm not.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
I'm not brave like
not
that.
vocal. I wish I
I'm not brave like
was,
that.
but I'm not vocal. But that was
I'm
my
like
pit of the
Eryn, I'm
week.
the
Take a-
complete
take a
opposite.
photo.
I'm like,
Dude, that's how I am too.
Like I can't. What am I supposed to do? Just be like, hey, but
I feel like I'm a pretty outspoken person.
No, 100%.
You are, girl.
You're
She
very
got-
extroverted. You're an extrovert naturally.
yeah, girl got something on her mind. She's gonna say it.
Yeah.
Period.
Very
She's gonna say it,
extroverted.
babe.
And I'm jealous.
I wish I was like
So
that.
I wish I had some more extroverted qualities.
Me too.
keep her close.
A little extra close. let's see.
Okay, so that's your pit.
That's my pit.
I
I
love
screwed
it.
up.
That was
It's
real petty.
okay.
You fucked up.
There's always another time.
And he was cute and he was looking.
He was looking.
I'm not doing this with you.
I know.
We're
There's
not-
I wrote
plenty-
down my peak and my pit.
I know.
I feel like maybe at your age, I probably wouldn't have said anything because I'm
It's
talking
way more
about
intimidating.
like,
Yeah.
you know,
Like if I was
As an
30 something,
adult.
why not? Even then, why not? Because I'd probably never see that guy again. But
never.
I was
You
too
still
scared.
won't see him again.
I know.
So you should have said something.
I know.
Your pick and pit.
My peak and pit. Okay, I feel like I'll do like one, and then you do the next one.
Okay.
I'll do my peaks. My peak. Okay, you know what my peak is? My lip oil is coming back into stock. My lip. That's a big thing.
LunarBeauty.com. Use code Laura.
Literally, so our lip oils finally came back because it's been like a mess. I actually didn't even tell the pod people, or I didn't tell anyone that. So what I did was when I had gotten the order originally for like the Nude Prism collection, I had half of them air shipped. So half the quantities I air shipped them because I was like, okay, I want to get it quick so I can actually do the launch. And the other half I did by sea. So finally they arrived by sea, like the other half of the units. So I actually have units now to be able to like sell.
Baby, they are in stock. They're so good. I literally had, I don't know which one because I just grabbed one, but on my lips all day yesterday.
I'm so happy.
I did.
They're great.
For the movies?
Yes.
I was wearing your lip oil.
So they're great. Like they're fantastic. And I'm just glad to actually have like the shit in stock.
They are
so
truly
stressful.
so delicious.
They're fire.
Truly. They put the Dior lip oils to shame.
Thank you.
And the Dior lip oils are
This
about
big
that
and
big.
so sticky?
And so sticky. And then
can't
his
stand them. I
are
honestly
huge.
only like them
So check them out, guys.
Thank you.
Lunar Beauty.
So my peak is you guys. This is so lame. Y'all are
Wait, what?
I just got the sickest nails ever.
I thought you said you guys. I'm like,
no,
that's
no.
they're the best peak.
The best. Are you guys?
You guys are the best
I'm like,
peak.
whatever. I just got my nails done. No, I'm kidding.
She don't love us that much.
I do, but I just got my nails done, and I am a new person when I get that fresh set. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That fresh set, it turns me into full diva. Like I can get nasty with these.
Yes.
Look at these bad boys.
Yeah,
They're so pretty.
I went with the iridescent sparkle. I put it up on my TikTok or on my reels so you can see on Instagram. You guys can see what I got, but these are real cute, and I feel like a new person.
Stunning.
I've been waiting in between my nail sets 1 week of fresh nails because I feel like my real nails never get to see the sun and like breathe.
They don't have lungs though.
You guys, I got attacked on Instagram. As soon as
I had to say that.
As soon as I said I like to just take a week, because so many people would comment and be like, why are you not getting your nails done anymore? I was like, no, just taking a week off. Just taking a week off. So that's why I said it. Because I was just trying to explain why I haven't had my nails on per week, because I always have nails on. I was like, just taking a week off to let my nails breathe, just kind of answering people's questions. And then I got actually a lot of people had a lot to say about me saying let my nails breathe. And they're like, girl, they don't have lungs. I'm like, do y'all really think that I thought these had their individual lungs? Like,
They do.
did y'all really?
But I
think they're
thought
being
like
sarcastic to you.
No.
no, the annoying face. It's like the emoji that's like, as if Laura's stupid and doesn't fucking. The thing is, I thought that was a very normal term. Like,
let it
him
breathe. Let it breathe.
That's
let it
such
breathe.
a normal thing.
Right?
Let it breathe just
Obviously.
means give it air.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just
Doesn't
a
mean they're
break.
actually
Give
My
it a
foot doesn't
break.
have. Sometimes I'll take my shoe. I'm like,
Ooh.
Have you
Let
ever
them
heard
breathe,
the
breathe,
term?
and you know that
hey, let's
stinks.
give it a breather.
Yeah.
Feet.
Like even a conversation. Let's give it a breather. Do you think I
Yes.
think the conversation has lungs? Like, come on. So, anyways,
can't.
that was hilarious. And I know my nails don't have lungs. But,
What an
anyways,
idiot.
I worked in dermatology for 4 years. So, I do know that this nail cell is dead. I do know that. But what you guys might not know is there's skin actually happening underneath your nail beds. And that sunlight,
And those have lungs.
those do have lungs
Okay.
and a heart and a soul.
Yes, metamorphosis.
And they need air. So let me let them have air.
You know what?
Okay.
She's going.
We're moving on.
It
scientific.
got
okay,
deep. It got
it's
deep.
got a
It
little
got
too.
deep.
We took it too far.
Your turn.
Are
You
you
took it
pitting,
too far.
Or am I peeking?
You're peeking.
You're peeking.
All right, guys. Peak for me this week. We just saw the new Jurassic World movie last night. And it was really good.
It was good.
Did you guys enjoy it? Aaron did not see it
See,
with
I
us.
can't say
unfortunately.
anything because
We're not going to
wasn't
give any spoilers. But
You had to work.
yeah,
work.
she had to work. But the movie was really good, Aaron, in case you're wondering.
2.5 hours, but I
It
didn't
was.
Two and a
fall
half
You
asleep.
didn't
hours.
fall asleep.
I didn't fall
think
asleep.
it could have not been 2.5 hours.
It could have been a little
They
shorter.
could have wrapped it up.
100% could have been a little
They
shorter.
could have
But
wrapped it
all
up.
right, so the thing with me is like the action scenes were great.
Amazing.
They were good.
That's
You
why I
tell.
wasn't tired. But there was a moment where I because usually if I know a movie isn't like long in my head if I don't think like, damn, this is long.
Right.
But I thought that during last night when we were watching it. Like there was like I would say like maybe like 3/4 in. I look over at Laura. I'm like, this is
It's rare that I check the time on my phone because I'm like, I feel like I've been in this theater for a really long time. So I kept like looking at the time. I'm like, damn, it was a really long movie. I'm gonna tell you that. So when we say grab a snack,
2 movies.
yeah,
Grab a snack.
It's like 2 movies.
My my pit goes along with this experience. Guys, I had a screaming 3-year-old next to me during this movie.
He did.
It was terrible.
He did.
Why? Okay. Is this mean? Why does
How can you preface it?
Why does like a 2 or 3-year-old need to be in the movies this late at night?
To 11
At 11
o'clock.
It was an
There's a difference.
8:30 movie that we watched.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's going until 11. Why does a 3-year-old need to be in there? The kid doesn't even know what he was watching.
No.
He's just in there
No.
screaming the whole
Yeah.
time, like yelling out random stuff, distracting
being a kid.
me.
There's
At
being
the
a
end
kid.
of the day, it's
And the kid was in the parent's lap.
yeah.
So
my
they didn't
God.
buy a seat for the kid.
It was just an
I
extra.
feel like a lot of
Yeah.
people do that.
A lot of
100%.
A lot of parents.
I used to be a
do
movie
that.
hopper back in the day when I was little.
But why are you
3
moving?
movies
But not
Like
a
that's so
3-year-old.
inconsiderate.
No.
Movie hopping with a 3-year-old.
No.
No.
Yeah.
It's just hard. I feel like it's like sad because like I'm sure the parents want to enjoy like something and like a movie and they want to do their thing. Maybe they don't have a sitter, but it's like, dude, you have to be considerate for like everyone else too.
Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah.
like you can't like a 2. Okay, also like it's a loud movie. Like just in general, like you're in the theaters, it's super fucking loud.
It is.
And like a 2-year-old's not necessarily going to be in a loud ass atmosphere like that. Like
Exactly.
This,
Constantly. I'd be
this
complaining.
one definitely didn't want to be. I mean, it was
It
like
was so loud in the
shocking
I
beginning.
mean, the movie theaters are so loud though. Like every time I go, I kind of get like
You're like-
shook, like of how loud it is. I want to
Yeah.
cover my ears.
I absolutely hate how loud it is in there.
Laura hates it. She hates sounds.
Hate sounds.
any sound that's too
I-
loud, Laura hates it.
We were literally
hate-
walking on the street and there was a truck passing, and I looked back because it kind of annoyed me. Laura was.
She looked over at me. I was already.
Laura's sensitive.
I am sensitive. Let me tell you, if you rev your car up at me, you're gonna get a nasty look. You're gonna get
Yes.
the or I'll literally wait till you're right beside me and I'll roll my window up to make sure you see
You
me
know
roll my window
that
up to
it's
let me
annoying.
let you know I'm not interested in your little rev car.
How about
not
the people that
interested.
rev the cars when they get under the bridge?
Oh.
The reverb when it hits me back in the ears, that's trauma. That is actual
You
trauma.
know what sucks is that I really do hate loud cars as well, and all the guy friends that I have are all big car guys, and some of them even have those type of cars, so it's so annoying
It's such
to be
a
around them.
masculine like
It
thing
is.
to do
It's
that.
such a pissing contest.
It's a pissing
It really
contest.
is.
It is.
It's
I-
like, are you doing this for other dudes? Or are you trying to impress women with
Right,
it?
what
Like,
it-
what are we
or
looking?
it's
What's our
both.
goal here?
Some
It's
of them,
both.
Some
It
of them,
is.
I do feel like they just genuinely do love it, but at the same time, you know that they love having the looks
It's
as
the
well.
intention. It's
And
the
it's just-
attention.
Of like pissing someone off.
but like,
though?
why would you
Yeah.
want that look? It's annoying.
It is.
You want to be annoying.
Like, you
Some
wanna be
people wanna
annoying?
They,
And here's
they,
the-
they
Some
like
people
get
wanna
off
be
on
annoying.
it.
Here's the real
hate it.
kicker. I actually drive a car that could do that and
Yeah.
like could be annoying.
But
like,
she
I
doesn't drive it loud,
I
which is so
would
funny.
Never rev my car up or try to gas it under a bridge. I would never do that.
The worst
How
is
do
when
you
they
even
come up
rev
to you
a
next
car?
to you.
You can pop it in neutral and then step on the gas a little bit and then sling it back and drive.
You should try that
Is
with
that
your
how you do
electric
it?
car.
I can't
I've never
do
done-
that
I've never
with
done
my
that once in my
That's
life.
how they're doing it. They pop in neutral onto the bridge, stomp on it, and then pop
Got
it back
it.
and drive.
I actually always wondered that because I've never done
That's
it
how
before.
they rev so hard
always
and don't go
wondered.
anywhere.
It's like,
I never
and I'm
knew
like,
that.
I
I
didn't
was always
either.
like, how do you guys
They
even
love-
rev?
What in the
That's-
Fast and Furious?
If that doesn't make you even
Literally.
more mad,
That makes me
because of how
violent.
intentional they're doing it.
It's not
And
just
with gas prices these days?
$7 a gallon?
That right there, we need to talk about that.
You're tripping.
Out here
Right.
revving with
Revving
these gas
for
prices.
nothing?
Bro, have you guys ever seen a car where they start shooting flames?
Yeah.
That's
In real life?
insane. Yes.
No.
I
Yes.
believe
It's
she.
a modification you can do on your pipes.
It's
It'll shoot
insane
flames
to
out.
see.
It's nice having
If
a
you can do
straight
that,
person
I'll
on
let you
here.
rev it. If your
having a
car can do
straight
that,
man.
I'll give it to you.
No.
I'll let you
I don't
rev it.
fucking want that
Is
shit.
that like as much as like I kind of do hate cars? I mean, they're pretty to look at, but just the sound. Ugh. The flame is kind of cool to look. It's like, how do you guys even do that?
Like that look, I'm sure that looks like a rocket. It's like
It
cool
does.
looking.
It looks like a little
I hate
rocket.
when there's someone next to me and they look, because I have like a more sporty car,
You do.
and they like come up to me and
Oh,
they're
they
like,
wanna race.
they rev and they like do that whole thing, and I literally, you guys, I used to be like very like awkward with it, and now I'm literally like,
I would not even.
I give the
look.
dirtiest look, literally just like,
It's not happening. It's,
and I say at the same exact speed, and
And
there's
then
like,
you
and they go
peel out.
No, they peel out after I'm like giving them the. The death.
I just did that to Manny on the freeway before we got here.
You did. You literally did.
I was on the 101. I saw an I-8, and there's like
There's none.
Like
That's
it's
black.
a rare
That's like
car.
what's it called?
It's a rare
Wrapped.
car in
It
general.
is.
Right.
I don't see
You
many
see a lot.
I8s.
So I saw the black one. I said, "Oh, this motherfucker's Manny MUA."
Uh-huh.
So I pulled up next to him, and I was literally like this, smiling, and he wouldn't look at me, and I was literally running into another lane.
But then I
like,
felt a shock to my head,
On
and
the freeway.
I felt someone's staring at me. I look over, Laura's like this.
Terrifying.
Literally,
That's
like in the cloud like this.
terrifying.
and I was like running out the other
Fucking
lane.
funny. I was like, "Are you well?"
It was so funny.
Well,
It
you
was
guys
hilarious.
start racing
Because
because
I saw him on the freeway.
I know.
That doesn't ever happen.
Imagine
by the
us
way,
racing. We
Out of
would
all of
wreck in
LA.
3 minutes.
I know. Honestly,
At
it would be
3.5.
kind of interesting because you have your little Porsche and then he has his
Right.
i8. So
All
it'd
right,
be fun.
what is your pit?
Oh God!
Oh my
yes.
God.
Sorry,
We trailed.
we
We trailed.
Let's
Trailing
continue.
happens.
Continue.
It is what it is.
Okay, wait. I have a pet peeve. Then, since we're talking about cars, and I'll just make that my pit. I have this pet peeve, and it happened to me today. And today was my realization that this is an issue for me. Don't judge me.
It's the
at home.
nails. You have
It's
more.
the
You have
nails.
more realization with the nails
Things
on.
come to me when I have my nails on. I'm
You're
like,
like,
this.
you annoy
Yep,
me.
you annoy me.
You're
annoying.
you're annoying.
annoying.
Yeah.
So if you ride with me, I like to park in the back of parking lots. I'm not a fighter for a parking spot. Like, I'm
Totally.
not circling around. We're not waiting and putting the blinker on. I'm not going to fight you. I actually park in the back of parking lots because I just don't have patience for that, and I don't mind walking.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
fine. I can walk. So I always do that, and today I parked where there's no cars parked, so I don't have to deal with anyone. Get out of my car, and as I'm opening the door, a car is waiting to park right beside me. And I was like,
Why are you pulling up
I
here?
literally looked around like, this is a vacant, I'm talking about spot, open. And I'm just like in the middle of a parking garage, just me. A car wants to wait for me to close my car door to park beside me when there's 50 million free spots. Why do you want to park beside me? I definitely got out of my car, and when I looked at him waiting with his blinker on to like fully pull in because he wanted me to close my car door, I looked at him, and then I looked around the other spots, and then I looked at him
To make sure he knew.
just so he knew. I'm
knew.
wondering
And
why
he's still parked there.
still parked there. And so it's just like me and his car.
See, I would have been getting sketched out at that point. Like,
That's-
why are
I
you parking
know.
next
I
to
was
me?
about to.
I was gonna say, I'm like, you should probably be parking next to cars. Actually,
Yeah, I know.
Because I'm
I know.
scared for you. Like
No,
that's
I just don't
scary
like
in the
people,
corner.
like-
I was about to say before you said it was a man, I was like, I hope you stayed there and like literally questioned them. But since it's a man,
I'm about to square up in the parking lot. But isn't that like annoying? Like,
It's
get
so
out
fucking
of here.
annoying.
also
Get outta
you
here.
as a man, you should know, don't park next to some random woman.
By herself.
Especially
It's by
whenever it's
herself.
like a
By
vacant
herself.
area.
In the vacant area, that makes it
that's-
sketchy.
You know how sketchy that looks to be.
So I literally, because I was like, dude, this is annoying. I didn't even read the situation as sketchy. Maybe I should have totally, but I didn't. I was just like, you're annoying. Why wouldn't you just park one spot over since there's 50 clear spots? Like, why are
Literally.
you right next to me? So anyways, I was like, you're annoying. So I went and got back in my car and sat for a minute because I was like, I'm not closing my car door anytime soon. And he sat there and waited the whole time.
So you were petty with it.
I was.
Absolutely, as
Real
you
petty.
should have been.
I got petty. And then I said to myself, I said, you have a pet peeve. You have an issue. And then I left.
Well, at least you realize that.
It's a pet
See,
peeve.
I think I'd be annoyed too, though. It's like,
Yeah, if you're in
okay,
a vacant lot. Now, if it's crowded, I'm not,
100%.
obviously, I'm not crazy, but I'm just saying if it's wide open and I'm parking in a wide open area, don't fucking park next to
It's
me.
weird.
It's weird.
especially on the
Weird.
driver's side. That's even more weird.
Oh,
I'm
what's
like,
the driver's
why
side?
can't you be, or at least on the other side?
Right? It was
the
the driver's
driver's
side.
side?
It was the driver's side.
See, that gives me more sketch vibes, though. I don't like
See,
that.
I should have thought
'Cause
of it
freaks
like
me
that,
out.
but I didn't.
I would never
Laura
think about
was
that
just
either.
ready to fight.
I was
like-
literally ready to swing on this man.
As you
This
should.
man
I
was
always
ready
tell
to
my mom, I'm
kidnap
like,
you.
I know,
do
and
not
I'm
park
already
next
trying
to
to
the car.
fight him. I'm like mad at him already, and he's trying to
You're
kidnap
like-
me. Like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like trying to kill your ass.
No, literally, it's scary.
Yeah.
I always tell my mom, I always tell my mom, like, you cannot park next to any kind of white vans. Like,
Oh,
no
yeah.
vans in general. Like, don't park next to them.
Don't park next to
when
vans.
it's like more like crowded. I'm always very like, I get freaked out about that stuff because you never know.
You don't.
Human trafficking in California is huge,
You
It
don't.
which is horrible, but it's the truth.
Also, your mama's a little cute woman.
Yeah,
She's so cute. She is so cute.
She's a cutie. So I'm like, Mom.
I saw a sheriff make a statement that they're putting the Apple buttons, and like you put them in your luggage so they'll never lose
trackers.
Oh, the
trackers.
thingies.
They're putting them behind people's car tags.
I saw that.
And then they're following it and stealing their car. So they're not like trying. But anyway, so whenever if there's one on your car, it will pop up on your phone that your device is trying to connect to one. And most people just shoo it away thinking one's close to them from somebody else. But a sheriff went on TikTok and was like, do not shoo this away.
Look around your car.
You need to find it and get it off your car because they're going to follow you.
What does it look like?
It's a
little Apple tags
white
like this big.
circle about that
It's like a
big. It has
disc.
the Apple logo on it. And it's
But
magnetic.
they're like, but
Looks like a little UFO.
It's not like they're putting it on the outside of your car though.
They're like
Yeah,
hiding it
hiding
behind your
it.
car tag.
yeah.
Oh,
And
is
they're
that where
putting
they're
it
doing
like
it?
in your tire well.
Yeah.
That's what I
You can't
thought.
see
Like the
because they're
tire.
magnetic, right?
Yeah. They
Oh,
are
they're
magnetic.
They are?
Maybe they make some that are.
And that's why they do the
are
car
and aren't.
tags. It would fly off in
Yeah.
your car wheel.
I don't think anybody's gonna go after your car, Aaron.
No, I'm not really worried. Like, who wants my little Fifi?
But they would want you. That's the
You.
problem.
Yeah.
They
They
would
might
want
want
you.
Yeah, that's
Because you're
true.
so cute and
All these
young.
robberies
Girl,
out
I
here.
swear to God,
Scary.
I'll bite a hunk out of you.
By the hunka.
But
Hunka.
what's your...
What's your pit?
You guys, I have a
Guys, let's
doozy.
move on.
No.
Should I do
Wait,
the doozy?
Wait,
let's
wait.
go to a break first.
Good
idea, good
and then
idea.
we'll come back with your doozy.
Thank you, Tyler, for reminding us.
No
And
problem.
doing it in real life and
doing
not
my
being
job.
like,
Holding up the sign. All right, we'll be back.
Thank you to eHarmony for sponsoring this portion of Full Coverage. While many apps categories are just easy swiping, low effort, and they have that kind of nature going on their platforms, I feel like it leaves singles discouraged. So at eHarmony, they believe people should find real love. They have a compatibility quiz which enables singles to showcase their full personality through our distinct personality profiles so they can match with others and they'll find love.
the thing about like as someone who has been on dating apps before, like it's so easy to get into this like trap of swiping constantly and really wanting to like it's almost like a menu. I feel like when you're on dating apps, it's like a menu, whereas eHarmony has invested in actually finding real meaningful relationships, and it's not just about this like swipe right, swipe left situation, whereas like it's about the compatibility quiz, personality profiles that help you kind of find this meaningful connection that everyone really wants.
Love is something that everyone deserves. So let eHarmony help you and find that meaningful connection that's just right for you. You can take their compatibility quiz and matches based on what's important to you, what's important to them, and that way you can find the right person for you.
eHarmony, baby, it's here for love. You know what I'm saying? And they're here for it, and I absolutely love that. And every 14 minutes, did you guys know this? That every 14 minutes, someone finds love on eHarmony.
Oh my God,
So you guys,
sweet.
if you're ready for love, they're ready for you.
You guys can start for today. Join now. And we're back to hear what Manny's pit is this week.
You guys, I have a deep pit. It might take a second.
It's a deep wound.
Because I was actually saving this for the pod to tell, and Eryn hasn't heard the story. So this
Let's
is the thing.
go in,
Let me.
baby.
It's a gym story / real life story, and it's
The
a little
gym stories are the
traumatizing.
wildest.
Please tell
y'all.
me you're going to read the DM.
I'm gonna read them.
Okay.
I'm gonna read them.
It's time.
Okay. So this is what happened. So there's this dude that works out at the gym.
What's his name?
I will not be saying the name. There's this dude that works out at my gym. He's like this tall guy, 6'4", like just a bigger guy. And he's came up to me like one time at the gym. He's like, "Hey, like I recognize you from like your social media, right?"
Handsome?
Yeah, I feel like he's good looking. He's not ugly.
Okay.
He's a bigger guy, like just tall, like very like muscular, you know? And so recognized him. I was like, very sweet, cool guy. He recognized me from social media and he was like, "Hey, like I know you from social media." And I was like, "Oh, cool, thank you so much." I know it's like a really easy, fleeting time. This was a couple months ago.
Easy going.
Easy going. So I went out recently with like Daniel, Gabriel, another friend Z, Max. Like there was a bunch of us out. It was like a gay night. We had like this little queer night. We go to the gay clubs during like WeHo Pride.
Love that.
And so we're sitting in a circle, we're kind of talking, and then the guy from the gym comes up to me.
Oh.
And he's like, "Hey." And I was like, "Oh, hey, like, how are you?" And so like I kind of steered over, started talking to him a little bit. And I was like, "Hey, how are you?" And he's like, "I'm good. Just kind of like, you know, out here for Pride, having fun." I'm like, "Oh, that's awesome. Like, that's so great." And he goes, "I want to hang out with you." And I was like, "Oh yeah." I was like definitely like let's hang out like sometime for sure.
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, like right now I'm by myself. Like I want to hang out with you and your friends." And I was like, and so I didn't really say anything. And then so before I didn't even say nothing, he goes, "Or am I not cute enough to hang out with you and your friends?"
I feel like that is such a strange thing to say to someone you don't know. Like, how dare you, like, even put them in that position to, like, say that awkward.
It's so awkward. Don't fucking say that to me, please. Like, that's literally, it was like,
or
what?
am I not cute enough?
Or am I not cute enough to hang out with you and your friends?
You should have just been like, yeah.
Before I even said anything with like about him hanging out with us, he goes, or am I not cute enough? And I was like, oh my God, no, stop. Like, don't even say that. And I was like playing it off because I felt super uncomfortable.
He wasn't trying to be funny.
No, he was being like dead ass serious.
Oh, God.
And Daniel was there with me, so we were kind of like there together. And I was
don't
like,
say that to Daniel.
No, literally. He's like, huh?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. And so I was like, okay, this is gonna be like my moment to be like, okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. He's gonna leave, and it won't be like this awkward situation because like the energy was really strange. Because like when he said that, everyone kind of felt like uneasy, and he was a little aggressive because he's like, your friends are really cute.
Yeah.
Before I went to the bathroom, he goes like, oh, your friends are cute. Oh. And I was like, oh, thanks. Like, yeah, I think they're cute. Yeah, for sure. And so it was like this kind of like really aggressive, intense energy. And I was like, okay, I'm not into this. I'm gonna go run to the bathroom real quick, and hopefully when I get back, it's good. So I go and I text Daniel. I'm like, yo, like I'm going to the bathroom real quick. You guys like skedaddle, essentially. Like you guys get out of there. And he's like, he is literally like grabbing my arm right now and is being like really aggressive.
To Daniel?
Daniel texted me this. I was like, wait, what? And he's like, I'm gonna try to like figure it out and like go.
Because Daniel's not having it.
Because Daniel's not having it. I'm not having it. And apparently, like, so when I went to the bathroom, Gabriel told me, he was like, yeah, like he only started talking to Max and Daniel and like completely ignored me and Z and was like trying to make a circle with just them. And I'm like, what? Like, it was so weird. It was so intrusive. It didn't make any sense.
So strange.
And so I'm like, okay, cool. Like, let's get out of here. So we ended up leaving. Somehow, like, he was like sticking around everyone, by the way. He was like kind of like lingering. And so Max had to be like, okay, I'm leaving. And so he like left, right? So that happened. That ended. I was like, thank God. Like, that was like so awkward. I didn't want to like even deal with it. I am on my way home and I check my DMs. Just like randomly, I'm just going through my DMs. He DM'd me. Because he knows who I am.
This is where the story takes a big turn.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm actually gonna read the text. I'm gonna read the DMs verbatim.
Weird. Like the story goes from being a little weird to just straight crazy.
So I'm actually gonna pull up the screenshots because I screenshotted them because I was like, no. So okay, so this is what he says. He goes, the way I lost you, or were you running away from me? Either way, I'm seeing you at the gym, so respond, bitch.
That is really crazy and aggressive. And like, I try to put myself in that position. Hell would freeze over before I would like attack someone in the DMs and kind of like threaten them in that way.
It felt like kind of threatening in a weird way. He's like, you better respond or I'm going to see you anyway.
It's just like, either way, you can't avoid me.
It's like, you can't avoid me, so you might as well respond.
Why would you say that?
That's absolutely terrifying.
I felt so, so the thing is, at this point, it's like 2 a.m. I felt like kind of annoyed. Yeah. So I'm like, this bitch literally just DM'd me and was like low key, like being like, I'm going to see you anyway, so you better respond. Yeah. Like, and forceful. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to respond. I'm going to be very stern with what I'm saying, but I need to let him know why it did end up leaving the situation. Because I wasn't about to be like this, like, oh, like, what was me? Like, I was like, no. And so I literally was like, let me tell you the real tea. So I'm going to read verbatim what I said, yeah, we left. But let me be honest, though. You came off way too aggressive and forward, and it made me and all my friends uncomfortable. And they didn't want to hang out because the vibe was so weird and off, and I agreed with them. Even you messaging me right now saying you're going to run into me, so you respond, is really awkward. Just wanted to be transparent as to why we left.
So this message, I feel like, is very clear.
It's
very
clear
concise.
And it's concise.
There's no like name calling. There's no like just plain ugliness.
You're not even being mean.
I
You're
was
just being straight
like,
up and putting him in his place.
Like I feel like I needed to put him in this place a little bit because
yeah,
I'm like,
why are
you're
you
really
as a
making me feel uncomfortable.
Aggressive?
It felt
totally
threaty.
He's
so
acting like he knows you. Like you guys are.
I know, like your besties.
And the thing is, I'm like, girl, you've seen me you come to the gym one time, and I said hi, and it was a very pleasant interaction.
Right.
And I don't, the thing is, because you know me online doesn't mean I owe you anything. When it comes to like, I don't have to hang out with you if I don't feel comfortable hanging out with you.
It's definitely giving the, you owe me something.
100%. And I'm like, just because you follow me on social media, because you know me, and if you make me feel uncomfortable, that doesn't mean anything to me. Yeah. Like you can say like, Manny and Laura is a cunt. Yeah. If I feel uncomfortable in a situation, I'm going to not be there. Yeah. Like the end, like I'm done feeling like I have to be in situations because I'm Manny and Laura. Like that's not fair anymore. Like I'm done.
What did he say?
So I said that. He goes, I wasn't trying to hit on anyone. I was just trying to be friendly. But thanks for letting me know, I guess. That feels extremely shitty and embarrassing because I was just trying to make friends. But wow, dude, I mean, that shit makes me feel like shit. Why don't you just tell me to leave and then right then and there, instead of being a pussy and stuff. I'm not trying to hang out with you anyway, but damn, mean girl, you're a fucking asshole. See you around.
Like,
Was that a little bit of gaslight in there?
A little gaslighty. A little gaslighty, if you ask me.
I feel like his ego definitely got torched.
Bruised. It got bruised.
Yep.
Honestly,
But
it
he
probably
asked
was.
for it.
I
He
know.
asked for it.
It
He
honestly
did ask
probably
for
was.
it.
Because think about this. People love tall men. This man is like 6'4", buff, and you said he's not bad looking, and then you guys all do that to him. He's probably like butthurt.
But
like,
we didn't do anything to him. That's
you
my
guys,
issue.
you guys
didn't give him what he
do
wanted.
anything.
I didn't give him what he wanted.
And he's so butthurt over that.
Yeah.
Ew.
And even okay, so I responded to this because I was like, I'm done with it. After this, I'm done. I go, I didn't want to be rude, and I'm sorry you feel that way. I was just trying to be honest. That's all I
After he
responded.
called you a fucking asshole.
That's what I said. I said, I
and
didn't want
that's
him to
a
be
really
rude.
nice thing to say because you could say a lot more.
And then he responded, "Fuck you, dude,"
Oh.
and that was it. And I ended. And I read it, and I ended it.
Sometimes people just let their crazy out real quick and they don't let anybody
Yeah.
have time to marinate on
I
it.
mean, I think it's better to do that though.
Have you seen him at the gym since then?
I know. I was
Haven't.
fixing to
And
say.
it's been a week and a half, and I haven't seen him since.
And you've been going. Have
I've
you been on the
thing
lookout?
Is, I mean, it's not that I'm like keeping a lookout, but the thing I'm not
I
gonna
would.
be
He's gonna
like
kick your ass.
seriously.
Should he
But
put
the
you in a
thing, I'm like,
chokehold?
okay, I'm thinking like realistically, I'm not gonna let like this awkward interaction keep me from going to the gym I want to go to.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, if I see you there, then I'm just gonna ignore you, just like you should be ignoring me. You obviously had this weird
No,
interaction
it sounds
with me.
like he has very chaotic energy and he wants confrontation, so he will come up to you at
Can
the
you
gym.
No, he
Okay.
won't. No,
Can
he
you
won't.
please?
like
be
what am I
careful?
supposed to do? Like what am I supposed to do about that? Like if he comes up to me and has, I was like, okay, like I don't want to be here. I'm not gonna engage with you in this. Like I'm not that type of person. I'm not gonna be like sitting
Manny's
and
the most
arguing.
rational person you'll ever meet.
And
like,
I'm also
he
like,
is.
I'm also very like kind. I'm like not a mean person.
Well, most
like,
people in
I'm
their
very
mind
nice.
would be like freaking out, like, oh my God, I'm going to see him. He's going to go off on me or he's going to be mean to me. You're like, I didn't do anything. And if he wants to say something, then come say something.
I mean, go ahead. Because the thing is, at the end of the day, like if he felt embarrassed, I would also feel embarrassed if I had said what I said to him because I'm like, but I think sometimes you need to be put in your place.
Absolutely.
I need to be read to filth a little bit. You got to put a bitch in the
Sometimes
place
you need to hear
sometimes.
it.
I wish I could
And
be
you didn't
like
hear
Manny.
it.
I wish I could be like Manny because even when something's like not my problem, I get scared.
But that takes time because Manny's a lot
I'm
older
31.
than you.
That's
Yeah.
Like Manny at your age probably wouldn't
Maybe.
like check a bitch at the door.
I was running at your age.
Okay.
I was like
Okay.
absolutely not. But the thing is, I don't. What put me over the edge? Like the experience was awkward, whatever. But I didn't really care. What put me over the edge was him almost being in my DMs in a weird, threatening kind of way. Being like, "You're gonna see me anyway, so might as well respond." And like, "Were you running away from me?" And
That
I was
would
like,
piss me
"Actually,
off.
I was running away from you."
Well,
and
now
let me
you
tell you, I
asked.
was because you asked for it.
You want to
Right.
ask, you're going to
Because it's like you're almost, it's like you're asking to be told off in a weird way. And so like, yeah, I guess I can be like low key nervous about going to the gym and like seeing him. But at the end of the day, like the gym I go to is a very nice gym. There's like hella people there. There's like security all over the place. Like
Yeah.
it's like, okay, like what? Okay, what if I get punched? Then I get punched.
Yeah.
Like, what am I supposed to do?
He's gonna put you in a headlock in the steam room.
No.
Tyler, that was a
Tyler,
little too
don't you
far.
ever say that again.
That was too far.
So that would have to be my pit. But isn't that crazy
That's
though? Like,
easy.
Honestly, that would like probably ruin my entire day. Like that would ruin my week. I would be so mad at this like weird guy.
I'm not gonna lie, I was definitely like upset about it.
Like
'cause
I wish I
felt
could be
very
Hulk and punch him.
I was very upset about it because I was just like, I felt like I was being, like, I felt awkward, obviously, and like I'm a very like see both sides kind of person, and so I very much I'm like, okay, I'm imagining like him, he was by himself, and then I started to feel guilty because I'm like, oh my god, am I mean? Like I started to do all these things, right? But I'm like, I shouldn't be put in a situation just because I'm Manny MUA, and I shouldn't be made to feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like that's not fair to me.
Yeah.
Like I should be
You
able to
shouldn't have,
leave
like,
a situation if I want to.
You shouldn't force yourself into a friend's group.
Absolutely
at the same time,
not.
too. Like you get the vibes when you walk up to somebody and they don't want you around. The vibes are there. You
The
should
vibes are
probably,
there.
You should probably just walk away.
And I was also like, again, very nice in the exchange, but it was when it started getting awkward. And he was like, "Am I not cute? I'm hanging out with you guys. Your friends are all so cute." Da, da, da. It started going to this like weird,
Insecurity.
different place,
That's
and I
weird,
was
yeah.
like, "Girl, I don't know why you had to take
I
it
feel like
here."
that's a
Right.
good life lesson for him, but most life lessons don't come to you on a silver platter. They come
No,
to you
you
like a
don't,
slap in the
right.
face because you've pushed yourself to where you have to get this life
I'm
lesson
sure
like
this
he
guy doesn't
did.
see it like this though.
Probably
No,
not.
he probably sees that as like me
He's-
being a mean,
Right.
mean
Oh,
girl,
Manny Way's
asshole.
mean, yeah.
Manny Way's mean, and I'm
Yeah.
like, honestly, like, that's what I was freaked out too. I was like, oh my God, is he gonna say Manny always mean? He's gonna make me like, what if he makes a TikTok about me? And like, I was freaking out about all this stuff. And I'm like, honestly, do it.
You said,
Like, I don't
honestly,
care.
I'm going to read the DMs on the
I would read
podcast first.
I'm gonna read the DMs first. How about
so
that?
words can't get
There we
twisted.
go.
But it's just like, I don't know. I felt like so uncomfortable because I was thinking like, oh my God, it's almost like this like the trauma of being in drama back in the
Yeah.
day that I'm like, oh my God, I don't want him to think that I'm like this mean person. But I'm like, honestly, I'll read the messages verbatim.
No more bulldozing.
I'm done. I'm so done being bulldozed. I'm so done of being like quiet with things and being like, oh my God, woe is me. I'm like, no. I'm gonna stick up for myself. I'm gonna say my mind. And I told the dude what he needed to hear because I feel like he needed to hear it.
I loved what you said. I loved what you said.
Thank you. I feel like it was very stern and it was
It
like
was
maybe
very
a little harsh.
straightforward, and you weren't being mean.
I
Yeah.
wasn't. I was being very honest about what happened.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
I didn't
you're
call
the
any
problem,
names.
babe. You're the
I
problem.
didn't say he was an asshole. I didn't say he was a mean girl. I didn't say any of those things.
Okay, so I said one of my pet peeves.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should each say a pet peeve.
Ooh, I like that.
I like that.
I like that.
Who should we start
Eryn,
with?
you're first.
Eryn is
Okay.
first.
Erin's first.
Mine-
Erin's first.
Mine's gonna go. I have many pet peeves. I'm not gonna lie.
do.
Uh-oh.
But one that I will say is when I'm driving and someone will stay
go.
in my blind spot for like the longest time, even though they have all this room, or if someone drives right beside me and like when we pull up to a red light, they do right beside me.
Yeah.
I don't know why, because I know they're not staring at me, but if
You
I
don't
get,
want somebody to pull up next to you at a red light?
I mean, like,
No, I don't like it either. Like I always stagger.
yeah, I stagger.
do you mean?
Just a
I'm
hair.
sorry, but I stagger.
Oh, like so your windows aren't connected. Like,
Yes.
is that what
I
you
don't
mean?
care
Okay.
if I
I'll
have to
stagger
go
just a little.
if I have to go above the
That
line,
is
if I'm
so
like back
bizarre.
behind the line.
I've never even thought about
I
that.
have many
I
times.
I feel like I thought about it.
I don't
to
know
be
what
honest.
it is about it, but if you're like driving beside me and you stop right beside me, it's like one of my worst pet peeves. And I
Look at
just,
you clenching. Like you're about
If
to
I got my
fucking-
windows down and they got theirs down, then it's weird.
See, that's weird too.
But other than that, I think that's
I always stagger
Rule.
because I just feel more comfortable
I
stagger,
feel
not
more
right next to someone.
I don't want someone like staring into my car, and I have like a little
fishbowl.
fishbowl, very like transparent. You see right straight into my car. You see what I'm doing. If I'm picking my nose, if I'm eating, what changing
Yeah.
my music.
Picking your
Also-
nose and eating
Yeah. So
right in there.
Yeah, a scoop, if you will.
yes.
Erin has blind road rage.
She does.
What do you mean blind road? What do you mean
Blinding.
blind?
She
Blind,
doesn't
like
know
anger
she
is
has it.
blinding
I
her.
Oh, like she sees red.
Yeah.
Got it.
I thought
Erin
it meant
has-
she doesn't know she has rain.
Well, I think she knows.
I've been paying more attention
You
to
come
it.
to realize it.
And I'm like, oh, I do. Like yesterday, I got so ill, and it just takes a minute for me to cool down. Like
Why do you? But like, I just wouldn't want
I
to get
know
myself to
it's
that.
not something
You're the one
I
who
can
controls
control.
it. No, you can control.
No, like what I mean for like what other
Oh, yeah,
people are doing. Like
exactly.
it's out of my control. You just have to deal with it.
Right.
Do you want to know an interesting thing I read in one of my self-help books about road rage? It was saying people talk to other people online like they do in road rage. So think about it. When you're in your car, you're like, you stupid fucking motherfucking bitch.
Yes.
But I would
You
never.
would never
Never.
say that out loud. You
I
wouldn't
would
say it over
never.
the phone to
No.
someone.
This is true.
But you would type it out in a message because you're hiding in your car and you know they
Yes.
don't hear you and they don't see it, just like you get to
If
hide
someone
behind that
were-
internet. So it's talking about how people talk to people online, like how important it is not to focus in on what people say to you online because they talk to you like they talk about road
rage. They
Yeah.
just burst. It's a
They
burst.
burst. Like they
It's
go crazy.
literally just a burst, because never in my life would I say any of the things that I say in my car to someone in person. And if someone were to ever confront me about what because I never say it out. Well, I do say it out loud in my car, but if they
yourself,
were to
though.
imagine if they heard me and if they were to confront me about it, I'd go running towards my car and skirt off.
Exactly. So that's why it kind of changed my perspective on it because I was like, wow, people really do. Because anytime you have that shield, but it also shows the real you coming out. Because like, what would you say if no one would hear it and
No
no
one's
one's
around.
around? What would you say? And it's like those things that come
That's
out
what
your
it
car.
is.
That's what you
Ooh.
would say. So it made me check myself.
I
and be
honestly
like,
get really mad though. Like,
yeah, I was like, I need to control myself. So it did help me in the rage roast. I'll be like, you fucker, or like that,
And
then I'll let
it
it go.
stays there.
And I'll probably call someone a fucker to their face. So it's
You would say
fair.
that, it's fine.
Yeah.
Also, another pet peeve before we go on is just smacking.
Please, no, give more.
No, give more.
Lip smacking?
Smacking.
Like,
Like,
hold on, let me say this right
like
now
that?
because a lot of people don't understand that, and I realize that smacking, like chewing your food out loud.
But you love
okay.
ASMR.
Yes, it's different.
How?
It's different.
It's not.
Like when I watch it intentionally, and that's also because they have like a whole mic set up like this, and they're eating like yummy food. But like, I don't know why, but like when I hear certain like family members or friends, and they're like,
Family members?
Just say my name.
Do you want to talk about it?
I smack so bad.
it's like you want to have this
Yeah.
conversation. You guys want a real
Alright,
Laura does more than
conversation
smack,
now?
though.
all right.
Laura's like a cow chewing curd.
Laura's breathing gets
Yeah.
intense when she's eating.
But look,
It's a full-time job for her. She's like,
It's like the moment.
hear this out. Maybe like a couple weeks ago, it's either last week or the week before that. Laura was on the couch. We're watching TV, a movie, and she was.
Let's roast Laura, guys.
Yeah, and she was eating popcorn, and she was doing like,
and I know she's going,
like
between
it's-
every kernel.
It was one after another, and
Baby, it wasn't just popcorn. I got a bunch of crunch up in the bag.
I know. So here's the thing. I'm like looking over at her, like, oh my god, is she gonna stop? Just stop eating.
And if Eryn even looks at
Oh
me,
my
I'll be
God.
like, don't say nothing. I'm eating my popcorn.
Every single time.
And the bunch of crunch?
Yeah.
That's still a bunch of crunch.
Look,
That's
Laura knows
good.
when I get like
Oh.
annoyed because she immediately stops me right then and there from saying something.
If she even cuts her eyes at me, I'm like, don't look over here.
Keep that over there.
Keep that energy.
Keep that over there.
It makes me so.
But the worst smacking and heavy breathing, baby, a bag of hot Cheetos.
It's over.
It's the heat. I'm like,
No, because you have to survive.
Cheetos, that's all you hear.
Hot Cheetos aren't even that hot. I'm gonna say that right now.
I gotta release the
You're
heat
weak.
You do.
with the breathing, but then you gotta
Yeah.
keep going with them so they don't get too hot. So it's a
The more
lot
you eat,
going on.
but then you get stang rang.
Mhm.
Then you get some stang
Is
rang.
Ty smack or is it just me?
Do I smack? Not
It's
really.
just me.
I haven't noticed you smacking honestly either.
And
I'm
she
just a
blames it on her
polite and
small
proper.
jaw every single time. She's always like, I got a small jaw.
What does that mean?
I have the jaw of a llama. What am I supposed to do about it?
I could hurt her
Emperor's
right then
New
and there.
Groove.
All right, guys. Me next. I'm
Okay.
not
Okay. I don't
calling
even have
out
one.
any names.
He
but
looked
Why'd you look
already.
right at me?
I'm not calling out any names. But you know, it gets on my
Whoa.
nerves when you're watching like a TV show or a movie and the person that you're watching with is not paying attention but asks questions every 2 seconds.
Hold on, this is turning into
This is a roast. A Laura Lee
This
roast is
a
what's
Laura Lee
actually
roast.
happening.
It's okay. I'll take it. I'll take it. It's fun.
I'm like, just pay attention.
Here's the thing.
Just watch
Laura,
it with me. We can enjoy it together.
That's what she likes to do.
That's
though.
her thing.
Because I think she like, I don't know. Do you get bored during TV shows?
Yes, I listen.
Yeah, she likes
Uh-huh.
to listen.
I like to
She'll
listen.
listen.
I do listen.
But
In and out.
But here's the thing. She misses parts. She'll misses like action parts and stuff.
because I can't
Yes.
hear what's happening. So that's when I get
No,
real
that's when she
questioning.
watches. When action's happening on screen, she'll be like,
But honestly, you look at Laura. If it's not like Game of Thrones, I think I barely saw her on her phone when we watched that as a
Thank you.
family. But if it's like a crime show or just like some dumb movie, oh my God, she will not put down her phone once.
In the theater, she
Or the
doesn't go on
computer.
her phone.
I mean, on the theater, she won't.
She went in the
I'm
theater.
actually not a type
Respectful.
of person that will pull out my phone in the theater.
I'm gonna say that right now. Oh,
I
another
won't.
pet peeve: just if you use your phone while we're hanging out, like
Oh,
constantly.
you would hate me.
It's-
Oh, okay, constantly.
Constantly.
Okay,
Like if
Constantly.
we're
it depends though, like, because if you're in the comfort of your own home,
Yeah,
with
then
someone
it's-
like
Oh,
really
totally
close,
different.
but let's say
because like we hang out and we're on our phones. Though.
True.
I'm like with Laura, and we're on our phones.
Yeah.
so
But it's
it,
not anything.
it goes for certain situations. Like if it's like me and you, but we're out and we're eating, or it's
Oh
just
yeah,
like
that's definitely rude.
it's rude.
you-
Even if it's in a
dinners
group
especially.
setting,
Especially dinner.
a group setting, and it's not just one-on-one, and you're like on your phone all throughout while we're all like
Yeah, that's
hanging
rude.
out somewhere and like eating. That's one of my biggest pet peeves.
I actually think something's rude. Now, as a teenager, I let it slide more because I feel like kids just aren't as aware. But as an adult, if I'm having a dinner with you and you set your phone on the table, that's an
Oh.
issue for me. Like, I think your phone should be in your purse or in your lap.
Right.
Especially if it's flipped up where you can see your messages.
Totally.
Because your intention there is not to engage in conversation, it's to check your phone. So I'm like, just put the phone away. And like, that's
sense.
like a dinner thing.
In a jar.
That makes sense.
If you will.
I try to keep mine either like this in my lap, like face down in
Yeah.
my lap, or in my purse. And
Totally.
then if I need to glance at it, totally fine if people check it. But it's like if you're actually at a dinner, I think it's rude to like have your
Totally.
phone. Granted, now if you're like at Applebee's with your whole family, who cares? But I'm just
Right.
saying if it's like an intimate dinner, like I think it's rude.
It is rude.
Especially like in a work environment.
Oh,
I feel like
God.
that makes it like really
so
like,
rude.
bro,
So
absolutely not.
rude.
Yeah, I completely agree.
I've never had any of my agents or managers do that to me
Same.
ever, but that's because they're obviously like prepped in the etiquette of phones.
They
like
know.
they're not stupid.
Yeah.
But like some people are, and it's like you do need to learn phone etiquette if you're going to ever be having like a special dinner at
That's
any
a good
time.
point. Okay, guys, we're gonna go to another break, and then Manny's gonna come back with a pet peeve because I haven't heard anything yet.
I don't have any.
Yes, you do.
I like how we keep coming back to him after break.
Why me?
We'll be back. We'll be back.
Thank you so much to HelloFresh for partnering with us in this portion of full coverage. You guys, with HelloFresh, you get farm fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit.
Okay, actually, something really awesome about HelloFresh that I personally love is the amount of selections they have. So they have 30 dinner recipes to choose from every single week. That's
Ooh.
insane. Green Chef is now owned by HelloFresh, and I love that because now they have a wider array of meals to choose from. Also, they have this really cool thing going where if you're traveling for the summer, you can update your delivery address and have HelloFresh delivered to your vacation destination.
No way.
Yeah,
That's
how
actually
cool.
so cool. I feel like it's actually foolproof. It's like
It
step-by-step
is.
recipe. You know, I feel like it makes cooking actually more easy because you can kind of follow along in a more simple manner. Whereas like, you know,
Yes.
as someone who doesn't really cook, I feel like this is like a necessity for me.
Also, HelloFresh is 72% cheaper than dining at a restaurant, and it's even cheaper than shopping at the grocery store.
Period. I love that, you guys. So basically, you guys can go to HelloFresh.com/full16 and use code full16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 free gifts. That's go to HelloFresh.com/full16 and use code full16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 free gifts. That's America's #1 meal kit.
And we're back
And the browser filled.
with Manny MUA
hey.
on his pet peeve.
Pet peeve. Okay, you know what? Pet peeve. I was just literally thinking about this today. I was talking to Laura about this today, actually, too. How what annoys me and annoys Laura, annoys us both, is how sometimes people or brands will hit us up without, for both of us to do something, but not hit us up both. Does that
They'll
make
hit
sense?
one of us up.
Like
Hit
hit you
one
up
of us up.
individually.
Yes.
They'll only hit one of us, so they'll like, you tell.
So it's like, for example, someone, like, let's say a brand wants to do something with me and Laura, but they'll hit just me up, like, hey, do you want to do this? And bring Laura too? Or they'll hit up Laura and they're like, hey, Laura, like, let's do this and, like, bring Manny along, but not invite me.
We feel like it's a bit disrespectful. We're like, we're not one person.
We're not a unit. We're not one
a
unit.
We're two different people. We have
Yes.
two different careers, and sure, we're together a lot. If you want to throw us in a message all together, that's fine
That's
too.
even better. I
That's
actually
even
prefer
better.
that because the thing is when it comes to things like that, it's like it puts more work on us individually. When I'm like, bro, just hit us up at the same time.
Because now
For something.
you got to go reach out to Laura.
Because now I have to tell Laura,
say,
and,
"Hey,
then,
this
and then
is
I have to
what's
talk back to
happening."
them, and I'm like, why can't we just
Also, it's like that's kind of unprofessional if it's
comes
like
ac-
a business thing.
It
Oh,
comes across
yeah.
as an afterthought. So it's
Totally.
like one of us is the afterthought. Whoever you're
Right.
contacting is the first thought. Whoever you're just throwing in to bring along is definitely the afterthought.
Right.
Now, like we said, like if you invite both of us at the same time, like in a group message, sure. Or
Great.
throw us in an email together, great. But like contacting one of us,
for both of us
For both-
is weird.
it's not happening.
It's annoying.
Actually, 9 times out of 10 when people do that, one of us won't go because
Totally.
of we didn't get a formal invite. Like,
Do you remember when you got me on a brand trip as your +1? So there's been good times. So that's just like a random like
never
trail,
pulled- I've
but we
never-
pulled it.
I've never
Remember
pulled
that?
this
Are you talking
before.
about when you stayed in the nanny house?
Yes. The granny
we
flat.
The
did.
granny
We
flat.
did.
We did pull off a little because I'm like, you know what? this happens, we're gonna take advantage of this situation.
We are.
Right.
And we
That
did
one
take
was
advantage
worth
of
it.
That one was worth it.
That was worth it.
Because Laura got invited on a brand trip.
That was one of the best brand
And it was
trips
a
that
fucking
there
amazing
ever
brand trip.
was.
And I was the plus one.
And he was a plus one. And so I wasn't invited. Like I was definitely
I
like
remember I
the
called
afterthought.
you and we were like, "Are you like what's going on? Like,
Yeah, and I
are
was
you
like,
gonna
no, I
get on
wasn't
the trip?"
invited.
And I was like, "I'm about to ask them, will they let me have two
2
plus
plus
ones?" And I've never done it before.
And I was like, Laura, let's fucking try to do
I've seen
it.
many other influencers get 2 plus ones. I've
plus
seen
fours.
entourages.
Don't even try.
I've seen
Entire
influencers
family. That
shit's
bring
so annoying to me.
entourages on trips
stuff,
and events,
yeah.
and so I'm like, I'm about to ask.
At least
if
a
they
2.
Because our thought was that they say no, they say no.
Oh, great. And it's like if they say no, they say no. It's fine.
No issue. But they fucking
They said
say
yes. And
we
so
were
I
like,
was able to go on the trip, and I had like like they had like a little villa, and they had like another extra thing in the back. I don't even know. It was literally like another villa.
Yeah.
And so I was able to stay at the other little villa, and we ended up having a brand trip.
It was such a great trip.
And I
too.
didn't have any of the requirements because I was Laura's first one.
He actually didn't, and I.
And Laura had to post. It was so great for me.
It was.
He was
It
just there
was.
on a free vacation.
I
Yeah.
was. I literally was. But yeah, that's like
Eryn?
a pet peeve of mine.
Eryn, do you have any pet peeves at work?
Wait, I have a pet peeve, a small
you?
one.
Yeah.
Well, you guys kind of already know, like the pod kind of knows, is loud noises. Unnecessary.
Oh,
Wait,
unnecessary.
unnecessary loud
But you already
noises.
said this at the beginning of this pod.
Did I?
Yes. That was your
Yeah.
pit, wasn't it?
Well, no, it was
I
our
mean-
we
when
led
the guy
on to
part.
that.
We led on.
Yeah.
We
mushed.
trailed
You're right. You're right.
2
you're right, you're right.
sounds.
We trailed.
Jurassic sounds.
Yes.
Eryn, any pet peeves at work?
I don't know. I mean, if you are just an idiot when it comes to like
That can
ordering
get
and
you.
stuff.
That'll get you good.
I understand sometimes ordering can be confusing if you've never been there before. It's pretty self-explanatory, and like
So the customers get on your nerves?
it's the customers. It's what get on my nerves. There are a couple people at my work that get on my nerves.
Like employees.
Yes.
What are their names?
I'm not gonna say that.
He wants to expose bitches.
Something about Tyler and
He
wanting to
loves
expose
it.
people.
He's like,
it's
yeah.
just this guy at my work, and he makes me like uncomfortable. I don't.
Say the stuff he says.
What does he
to
say
you.
to you?
I don't know. Like
Wait,
he'll just
say
he'll
it.
just like call me like sweetheart, and just be like, oh, how are you doing? And then like, and I'll just be like doing my job, I'm in the zone, and he'll go up to me and be like, where's your smile? You look so pretty when you smile. He makes that comment.
I'm about to shit my pants
And
right now.
I literally don't even smile. I just
What did I tell you to say to him?
like, and you look better if you shut up.
I told him. I said, and you look prettier when you shut the fuck up. Like,
Like-
get away
there's
from
a
me.
saying in my Spanish. My mom always says, "Calladita se ve más bonita," and it means when you're quiet, you look way prettier.
There you go. Learn that.
There you
saying.
go.
Calladita
Learn
se
it.
ve más
Learn it.
bonita.
Say, cállate y bésame.
He was
trying
saying
it.
it, and I repeated him, and then he told me what that meant, and I was like, oh.
No, that was a different Spanish.
Calladita se ve más
What is that
bonita.
one?
Be quiet. And kiss
Cállate y
me.
bésame means shut up
Oh,
and kiss me.
ew.
He would. That guy would. Is he older?
Just kidding.
Like,
Don't
how
say
old
that.
is he?
Don't say that.
Boy, he's older. This man is like,
You're so pretty when you smile, Eryn.
bro. And mind you, this
I
is
literally
like,
wanna-
Does that
this
make
is
you
a
sick when he says that?
27-year-old. This is a 27-year-old.
Oh, I
And
thought-
Aaron's
That's a little weird.
18.
And I'm 18.
He's
a little weird.
9 years older, but it's not weird if they're like in their 40s or whatever. She's a teenager, so I feel like it's weird.
It
100%.
is weird.
I was thinking even weirder if he was 40 and she was
Look,
18.
I don't
was
like it
oh,
when a
God.
man calls me any nicknames like that. If you call me sweetheart, love, I'll get it if you're like 80 years old.
Yeah.
You get a
Totally,
pass,
totally.
whatever.
Yeah.
And since I'm young, whatever. But even if I was like in my 30s and they called me like sweetheart, I'd be like, But
Yeah.
I feel like sweetheart can be a little condescending. That's why
it
too,
is
though, in a weird way.
That's why it can be like condescending.
Yeah.
But you, as a 27-year-old, you should not be calling me sweetheart.
No.
No, I don't like it. But just customers when they don't have like common sense and they like want to get an attitude with me, or like if something happens, like something wrong happens to their order, I completely understand if you're upset. Don't take it out on me. I'm not the one who messed up your order.
Right.
Carry on. Unless you want to order something new, move on.
Well, we love it. Well, that's it for our episode. Anybody got
today?
any final words? Any other
Any
pet
final words? Any
peeves?
final thoughts?
Any peeves?
Peeves, pets?
I'm trying to think if I have any more. I don't think I do.
I know you do.
Definitely.
100%.
Definitely.
We,
you.
we all do. I actually just can't even think of pet peeves right now.
I know.
I don't know why.
I get very annoyed with a
I have
lot
a
of
pet peeve.
things.
I found one.
What?
What?
Is when is when straight guys pander to gay people.
Yes. That one gets on my
social
nerves
media.
too.
Yes, I think we all hate that.
Especially like during Pride Month, it makes me even more annoyed. I hate pandering.
I don't.
What about in the gym? Does that?
It doesn't even like, it's so different because it's like at the gym, it's like they're doing their own thing, like you don't care. But when someone's on social media and they're like pretending to be gay for views and clicks, it pisses me off.
Or all over their straight guy friend, two guys all over each other, but they know they're straight and they know that they're doing it for the gay, like, getting it for the attention and the views of the gay people.
Yes, that like gets on my nerves.
Thing is, it's not even just men; it's women as well. Straight women love doing that.
Yeah,
for women attention.
Yeah, people just like doing it for attention.
Yeah, they do.
Simple
and
as
it's just
that.
like annoying. I hate when like hot straight guys are like pretending to be gay online just to like for a quick view or something like that. It just annoys me.
Yeah.
Pet peeve.
Pet peeve.
That's a good one.
That's actually a wonderful pet peeve.
It's a whammo.
That was a whammo. That was a doozy.
I think that should be a pet peeve for everyone.
It's a pet peeve for us all.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for today's episode, guys.
Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to rate, like, subscribe, comment down below. What's your pet peeve? We should totally comment down below. What's your pet peeve?
What is your pet peeve?
No.
Like a random pet peeve.
I'm about to deep dive into
I
the
know.
comments.
Let's do full description. I want a paragraph this long going into depth
What's your pet
of
peeve?
why you have that pet peeve.
And that's it for today's episode.
Bye, you guys.